And the clock strikes 0. How are we? We're back for another critter stream. Yay! Here. How is everybody McDoing? I have had one of those days. I can't even describe it to you without just, you know, get, getting real into the feels of it or whatever. But it's just like one of those days that nothing's wrong. Everything feels like it's not right. Which is like real ominous, real weird, and all that such. But in that vein, I think it actually kind of works out. You know, for I always thinking for content's sake is we've got ourselves Yume in front of us. Also, hi fluffers. We have a game that sort of describes today's feeling a little bit. Just a dream. Everything's like slightly off, and all that such. We have played Yume Nikki on stream before. A wonderful little game. Game does a whole lot of heavy lifting there, because it's fairly like we think about the term like walking sim today. Like this is something else. This is walking sim, but an RPG maker. So it's not even you get to see like cool polygons. You get to see cool uh Aztec inspired Ionic art. I got Yu-Gi-Oh news. What's this? By the way, played against new support coming on Cast Origin, and it might kill casual Yu-Gi-Oh. That's a whole other topic. And it does sort of feel like one of those days as well, right? We were just talking about this. A lot of the games that I play and a lot of everything, and I think we even tweeted about it a little bit, is uh, games being for like the players as a whole feels like it's not a thing. It's not a concept. And I don't know if it's ever been like that. I'm gonna lean on no, because you know it's really easy to say back in my days of it. But it just feels like having a good game that like speaks to players is not a priority. It's having something that appeals to people with a whole lot of money who think that their money will be well spent investing in a game that looks like Concord or anything similar. But I feel like that across everything. Like especially we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh. We're talking about the dark magician support is what we're talking about. You know, like the guy, the Yu-Gi-Oh guy, and they get waves of support like all the time. But it just feels like we're in the rut of it there as well. It's uh somebody somewhere wants product to look a whole lot differently than the players do. It's not even my cards are too expensive. It's you're not printing any good cards in any of these sets that we're trying to buy from you. So your your connection to the stores is dwindling by the minute. And we don't want that for you, right? Us, the players, it'd be awesome if there were a whole bunch of really powerful cards and such that we had to get, and it was like really proprietary and awful for everybody. I would prefer that than booster boxes being $40 online. I want things to be more expensive and not for gatekeeping reasons, but for please keep making your game reasons. But that's a whole lot of tangent. Let's just hop into Yume Tuki. I'm really excited about this one because I know next to nothing about Yume Tuki. I know that it is a game that is not by the original developer. It is by a group of people who are heavily inspired by the original person who I always forget, which makes it really awkward to talk about. but that's about all I know. I know that's bigger, badder, maybe a sex scene or two. I don't know. You'll have to find out. And I've got a blanket over my head. I have all the lights off. The only lights in the room are my keyboard LEDs that flash in various colors because I want to be immersed. And I recommend y'all do so too. Go get you some hot cocoa. Go get you some ramen noodles. Preferably one or the other because both of those together sound kind of yucky. Hermit critter. Listen, I wouldn't call myself a hermit when I have been outside of the house for 12 hours straight already. I feel like that's the opposite. That's like half of the day not spent at home and in traffic. I was in the fortunate position to be in traffic to get to traffic today because there was an accident. And critter lore, my drive home is already an hour because times be tough and you gotta take the critter jobs that the critter world gives. But it actually got even worse. It's like an hour and a half, and I even like stopped off to stall for time, and it barely made a dent. So maybe that's why we feel sort of down in the dumps today. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's everything. Maybe you feel it too, and everybody's just afraid to talk about how they feel. But maybe this game can help us connect better than words might. Let's hop in. I hope the audio is going to work. A collaborative hobby project developed by a variety of different people, so the content varies drastically. Okay, noted. If you would like to implement your own content, please consider joining us. We always welcome a new RPG maker developers, artists, and composers. The project has no relation to Yume Nikki, created by Kikiyama, that's the person, nor is Kikiyama associated with this project in any way. That doesn't shock me at all. It's purely a fan game. Is there anything here that's not a party original? Okay. We're playing the online version again. Why we ain't got no sound? Oh, we do. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like a bit of lag. That's kind of funny. So here he is. We're not Modotsky, we're died Modotsky, I guess. That is such an adorable sound they've added. Let's go outside this way. We can look out here, and oh, there's two pillars. One to describe the sequel that we're in. There's two pillars, and it's two game. All right, thanks for coming, everybody. All right, we're going to bed, which is what I feel like doing right now. We're not doing it. We're struggling through. All I want to do right now is go to bed, but we're actually just going to go to bed in video game instead of in real. Oh my goodness, there's a skin. There's a cosmetic skin. Well, where's the fucking battle pass at, dog? Can I get on this? Critter be crittering. A new catchphrase. Is that fucking Lucky Star? What is Yume over here? Hold on. No, I went in. There's like two buttons in the whole damn game. Which one? Which one's on my pewter? Whatever. So now I'm assuming we can go outside just like the original game now that we've gone to bed. Thanks. Damn. Does this loop at all? Yes, it definitely does. How many layers we got? There were, what, 8 doors in the last game? This is crazy. Yeah, it's a collaborative project, meaning that some of the reading into the game I'm a little bit worried about. Not that I don't think that the style and art of this game can't stand on its own merits, but I think a lot of what made it interesting was getting to know a recluse in Kikiyama. Was this the one door we're not supposed to go through? Okay. Through the ideas that he presents in his game, and now we've kind of got a bunch of different heads at it. And, you know, there's a through line of content described in Yume Nikki. There's a fair number of themes that you can follow if you know, pay attention. So it's not like there's no guide to making Yume Nikki if you wanted to do so yourself. He can't wait to stay up late tonight. No, he's supposed to be dreaming for Yume Nikki's sake. You gotta be the video game character and go to bed. It's Sleepy Boy Day. Go watch my stream first. So we do love the rocks. Oh no! Oh, piss! We killed it! Yeah, just complimented it. Oh, my poor boy. I mean, I'm glad there's like an abundance of them. I appreciate you serenading me with chickens. It really lifts up the mood. You know, what we were talking about earlier a little bit, you mentioned gacha games. Sometimes that whole, it's made for a boardroom more than the gamers, they can kind of coincide. There's a bit of shared language between what gets people addicted to video games and what would get, you know, what would get me the most money. And like, gamers are kind of looking for that. I mean, what else do you want than a game that you can play for like ever? Is that all that's going on in there? I don't believe that for one dang second. Okay, so the weird fetus guy is where we go to go home. I wonder how far up we can go. Maybe we can figure that out. Is it pareidolia or like right about where I'm walking to the bottom right? Is that like a face? Like it's like getting away from us now. It kind of looks like, oh god, what's the guy? Dodora from Dragon Ball Z is exactly the face that I'm getting out of that. The big red demon man. Well, he's green. He's green for an amazing reason. I'm sure. Doesn't it? Yeah, it's Dodora, right? The guy who like whoops up on Gohan and like gets spat upon by a Boo. That's it. Man, this is expansive. I know that that's one of the things that they really got into. Yeah, the devil, man, the devil. That's what I'm talking about, is the devil. See, like right here, like he's got like a goatee where there shouldn't be a goatee. Like I'm seeing a face. Pareidolia is a hell of a drug. See? Oh man, you're not supposed to tell me that. You're supposed to let me like be delusional. I've been trying to pay attention to these rocks because they kind of have like arrows, and that's like a great way to have, you know, people go in a direction as the point. Go figure. But it looks like it's just the same texture every which way. I'm gonna go make sure. Yeah, okay. Thank you for not gaslighting me in this one instance. Really appreciate. I don't know if there's any action here in this world. It's starting to look kind of barren. I'm gonna give it like one more accidentally find the door and then we're going somewhere else. Also, like this rock, it's kind of got like a dog face on it. Like we got like a little tee-hee, and then we got hee-hee over here. These are my buddies. And luckily, I can't squash this one. Try as I might. I can't wait till I get the knife and stab it to death. Different thing! What are you? Are you gonna say a slur like, like in Yume, Nikki? Are you in effect? Oh, my eyes. Dark room. These nails in the background? And also the street lights are like nails that are below the... That's really cool. Rusty. Got eyes on this dude. Open a bag of potato chips. That's kind of creepy. Are we allowed to go? Okay, so it looks like that's like a wall. What's the dog doing? He's just rocking. Honka, honka. Was that something in the corner of the screen? Ah! What's this dog doing? Holy shit, I hate you. Pet the dog. I'm trying to pet the dog, chat. Can I pet its butt? Man, I dislike this thing. He's got like TMs from Pokemon for eyes, and letter V for a mouth. Like a dog pound type thing. Like this is like his little area to roam. I'm glad I wasn't seeing shit with the top right. I've been worried about my eyesight recently. Mostly because I will look at my computer screen at home for like a little bit of time and then they will hurt. Which is probably because for 8 hours I look at a different, much less fun screen. The music's... Oh, is this just the end? Oh, this is just the place, right? This is this where the doors are? No? Is it going with our walk? I like this guy a lot. I want him to stay alive. Look at this thing! Ah! I love him! Come back, come here! It's amazing what you can do by just drawing a crude face on something and people just fucking swoon. You know what I'm saying? I am people, by the way, in this situation. But, like, I'm the 99%, like, this cloud's smiling upon me. There's something horrible that's gonna happen here, isn't there? This is way too nice. I bet my time with you, Nikki, and we'll get into why I'm thinking this in a minute. We know critter. I'm kind of a symptom of that too. I'm just a big old fuzzball with an eye and a mouth. And everybody loves me. Everybody wants to squish me and hold me. And we love you. Oh, look at it. We're all here, lovey-dovey in the cloud world. Got a smiley cloud. I didn't know there were like just out in the open Pepe emotes. I can't lie to you. I thought they might have, I don't know, might have quarantined those for one reason or another. I don't know, this pod's sad. It best not be foreshadowing. It must, hopefully it's just had a rough day like me. Oh no, he's frowning too! We're in the frown zone. That's your Pepe emote? Oh, that's cool. Don't let Twitch ban you. This is the closest we're going to get to being able to hold one of these and tell them it's going to be okay. Isn't that sad? Aren't you sad? Hold the fucked up place, man. Fucked up. So yeah, in Yume Nikki fashion, this cloud up here just definitely doesn't go anywhere. This is not a real path. It's a trick, a ruse. And I was wondering how much of that essence they were gonna want to capture, not that they couldn't capture, because, you know, being a semi-shit post from 2006 and being a fan game made in, well, currently actively, are two different things. They're two different types of products, they're two different types of people. And I wonder, you know, when you're making a game like Yume Nikki and its sequel, do you want like the frills? Do you want the things that are, you know, like, they're just trolls, just like shit to fuck with you. And some of it's like fun, and some of it is like straight up infuriating. Speaking of which, how do I get out of Cloud World? I'm enjoying it. Very vibey. Very ephemeral place here. Oh, dude, where are the plushies of these things? This was just like a full-on like viewing gallery of him. Like he's make way. This is the main attraction of the exhibit right here. And unlike last time, I did not look up where you could immediately get the bike. Okay, it looks like that we have a new world that we can go to right here. But I wanna... Now that we have progress, I'm reluctant to take it. Something about the indomitable human spirit. A lot of 8-way paths, too. A spider web more than a cloud. So we're going from Cloud World to Paint World. Two relatively nice things. We're sort of in the... He hates spiders. Well, luckily this is just like the weird ooze that comes out of its body, if that makes you feel any better. We're not talking about the spideys themselves. Because that would be icky. I also dislike spiders. It does change the whole outlook of my afternoon when one appears. Did the walk look jittery to anybody else? I don't know, maybe I'm going crazy. Oh. That was just a painting. Oh, so it's like a hub world type? So, hold on. Oh, I don't want to leave. Can we go back? Oh man, there's so much we're learning about this place. Alright, so let's check the door. Iron Chain PNG on the wall. Evil Eye, I'm not looking forward to looking at. Plaid. This looks like the MetaZoo logo, if y'all ever played that game. I don't know, some of these are getting harder to workshop with here, man. You're not yes-anding me very much, Yume. This looks like the I'm Scared chick, just over and over in the... Andy Warhol, right? Andy Warhol did the multicolored Marilyn Monroe. Are these all the places you can go? Oh, hi. You're much less fucking abysmal to get to than... He chirps! Yeah, I think I got a clip somewhere of the guy in the sewers of the first game just... like, making me take flight, dude. I was in the zone, we were talking about something... about how great of an art project this is, and then is two glowing eyes, like Jeff the Killer style. I mean, Jeff doesn't have red glowing eyes, but you know, like his face looks like Jeff the Killer, but just like two red dots, and that's enough for my fight or flight. So these are all real types of paintings that we're walking by here. Like they're like kind of like of the real world. Like this looks like a Paradise Lost type thing. Like if you really squint. This looks like Mr. Popo, which is a real work of art. That's twice we've mentioned Dragon Ball and characters that are not popular from Dragon Ball. See, if I was a normie, I'd be saying Goku right about now. I'm not gonna do that. That's not why you're watching Critter V2, is to know the normal stuff. I think this is... I don't know the guy's name, but there is an artist... I'm almost gonna say Pollock? I got that right. I really paid attention in my art class. He had his whole entire apartment dedicated to... just tying a paint can to like a string and things like that and just letting it go like a pendulum, and then it would paint on the canvas, and then that canvas would be the byproduct would be the art piece. So there's like basically, I don't say basically, no, the human involvement is a huge part of the art. You know, some sides of the fence say it's not art, it's just blotches on a canvas, and then it wouldn't be art and pretentiousness if there weren't people like myself who are like, well, that's kind of the point, and skill is not a factor in art, I say it, I don't know. I'm also somebody who has no like technical talent with art, so it's easy for me to say. There are people who have grown up in the whole thing, and let's go check out this world if we can. All the little castles in the style. I don't remember the artist who did these glass pane style paintings. Yeah, and like I look abstract as well, and there's like a whole historical context as to why we probably think that. But my thing is, if it's making you think, that's all it takes. Like, I don't know what the skills got to do with it. We got a little musical. Yeah, see, we're like-minded in that same way. You're my yes man here, and I think I have a lot of opinions about a lot of things, but this is probably like my firmest one that I will never ever move on. Technical, or just like the whole art is just making you think. If it's presented to you and it's making you think about something, then what else do you want? We're just gonna go on these one by one. There's a lot of these. And I don't know if this is like a full world select that we're in here, or if this is just like a segment. Oh, does it have to have the dot? Okay, I think it has to have the dot, which I really want to go in this world. We spent so much talking about it. Go into this one, I guess. Is this a cutscene? Holy smokes! What is this? So it looks like just she's standing there all alone. Looks like there's like blood and like those looks like rubble. And then you hit it, and then like that almost looks like a skull, like a skeleton left behind where like kind of where she was standing. It's like the only change. Okay. And that kind of looks like our main character. I won't go back, but man, I don't know about this place. Grimace over here is making me feel. Oh, he's just right around the corner. We didn't even have to travel. What? Is that just like a foreshadow? Like, because none of these go up. Yeah, you can't go up. That looks so fun in there. I guess we'll go into Bleedy Eyeball world. We can't go into fun smiley face land, but we can go into Bleedy Eyeball zone, I guess. Guy's taking his eye drops. Fed by another eye. The eyes drop into the eye drops. Freaky, bro. This is like half finished texture. Right? There's like a part of the eye. Like I get it's supposed to be like 3D, but like it's kind of obvious that that whole layer of outline's not there. Hey, dude. Can I talk to you? And where do I have to stand to interact with you? You're kind of in a plane that I can't access. I don't got this Z-axis thing going on with you. And we're stuck in... We can even go 8 directions in our own plane. We got 4. Some people have all the luck. Got the different eyeballs. Some reason their eye drops more than others. You have anything to say? You, random object, what are you thinking about this? What the hell? I don't know, well, this shows up on Twitch. But these are like PNGs. There's like a hard border here that I'm standing on of this image, and in between these two, it's like nothing. Like it's not like a spread like it sort of has been. Or at least when it wasn't a spread, it would be like transparent. Nobody wants to talk to me in this world. I just want to look. Anybody have any idea why that is? This is a mouth world, I guess. I like this dude a lot. Looking at something. You know, let's go in that direction. Maybe he's giving us a clue. We can't really go in that direction, but we can go in 2 directions that kind of add up to it. Alright, we're kind of looping. Okay. Something was strange. I like the effect that you get, and I got this a lot in the original game, of you want something to happen in a game that's really barren of stimuli, and so you kind of start seeing shit, for lack of a term. Like you just like white torture room yourself, but for fun in video game. And I'm down for that. I mean, like, gacha games are basically just like labor, but in video game form. Also, I'm gonna turn up the music. I don't think we're at any real danger of it talking over me. Oh. Your baby is a hunk. Is that what your offspring looks like, bud? I want to get that looked at. There's a whole lot of people looking at a bunch of things over here if you want to ask one of these guys. We're talking about gacha games. But luckily for you, it's been one of those days where I forgot what we were talking about with gacha games. I'm sure I was making fun of them. Bro, I hope I get this horse. I want this horse. The rest of the horses don't do it for me. I want this horse girl. Too many eyes. Thank you for the shower of Pepe's. Now I smell different. I smell like gamer room more than I already did. Oh, you can look. You can fix your posture so you're not a fucking troglodyte, shrimp-looking mother guy. It's like a water cooler. This looks like a doctor's office. Well, here's the signature doctor test tubes, where they make the science for medicine right there on the spot. They put like science in the machine, and then they get medicine. Oh, hi. Kind of snuck up on me there. What you got going on with you? Turn around. Well, I mean, it would fit with the rest of the view, wouldn't it, if his body and face were mostly eyes. Uh-oh. I don't care if there's an effect in... I don't care if there are 30 effects in this room. We're never doing that again. We are leaving. Oh no. I'd rather go out to hell. I will... Mm-mm. In the same vein of that, it's kind of hard to know how much to trust a fan game with your immersion too, a little bit. The first game had 0 real jump scares. There's one you can trigger by hitting... I'm talking about Yuboa, by hitting a light switch, in which you have a 1 in 64 chance of it turning into a room that's different, and then there's a different guy standing where a woman was, and it like flashes and the music gets all weird. That's like the closest thing to a jump scare that game even approaches. And that's like one of the reasons that Yuboa has become such an intense part of the fandom. I feel like we wanted to go up there. That was a different set of dudes that we could have walked under and boarded, I'm sure. Sort of become less eyeball-y in time. We sort of progressed to a different type of vibe. Oh my. Oh, and also there's like the, this reminds me of the other like jump scare room, the one after the staircase dude, and then like the screen is just like an actual seizure alert. And it's like real annoying on the eyes. Oh my god. I'm glad you're stuck there, pal. I hope you enjoy your time in eternity in that little circle. Don't like you at all. Ah! Hi! So this background, huh? Oh my god! I wanna go back to the clouds! These guys ain't got no eyes. Around it and not trigger that, because it's definitely doing something, and that's like obviously gonna cause this to not be here. Also, this is obviously like pretty yonic, right? It's what we're all thinking it is. Not to get away from regularly scheduled art assessment. You can tell I don't do good with jump scares by the way that just a little image on the screen made me like jump. And I kind of think that like sometimes having the 3D model will dox me in ways that, you know, others will not. If I just went like the 2D route. Not like a PNG tuber, but you know, just like the, you know, the type. Ones that are like real expensive. Like, those don't feel like they dox as often as just being like a 3D ball that follows your head. Everything my head does, which is like, you know, I don't know if you've been alive before, but your head is most of your everything that you do. So I get doxed pretty often. Exposed. Is there like a way around this? Like, I'm starting to feel like the answer is no. That's not going to pick up on Twitch, I don't think. But that was, there's definitely an audio crackle when this thing spawns in. It's not gonna do it again. I think that was a bug. I heard that though. Yay, now we're back to tripping balls. Oh my god, we're in Vaporwave land. Look at this! Where's the marble statue guy? I don't know any of the songs off the top of my head, but y'all can sing along in the chat. Da, 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 da. A Pyrocynicals theme in my head now. He has such nice little sounds. Also nice because the silence is also an instrument when it comes to